Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here with this week's WIP and Chat. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. WIP, W-I-P, stands for Work in Progress. This is my work in progress, my Firefly Fireworks from Diamond Art Club. It is an ongoing project, as you know, if you are not new to the channel. And so, yeah, I'm back to work on it some more. I hope everything. I have my pens, I have my tray, my canvas, my drills, I have a drink, I have my notes, I have my timer, I have my chair. I think that's everything. So you are welcome to go grab whatever you are working on and work alongside while you listen, or alternatively, you can treat this like a podcast and just listen while I work and chat. So I'm going to move things around and zoom in so you can see the section that I'm going to be working on. So I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, let's see. What color do I want to work on first? I think I will do this brown, if I can figure out where it is. You guys, having to figure out which one is which. Where is this symbol? I haven't done this symbol before, so now I'm like, where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay. So, excuse my phone. My phone is going crazy. Oh, let me start my timer. There we go. Okay. So, life update. Whew, it's been a week, you guys. My husband was called out for 2 different storms, which is nice. Always appreciate storm work money. That's going to let us throw some extra money towards bills, which is always nice. Sucks having him gone, but they were actually 2 short storms this time, so he wasn't gone terribly long, which is nice. While he was back in between, we managed to find someone to come fix our air conditioning. But it's only temporarily fixed, so it was a little low with Freon, which is what I had hoped that's all it was going to be. Unfortunately, we didn't get that lucky. Apparently, it is old enough that it is leaking. The coil is leaking, so we need to have the coil replaced to the tune of $1,600. So that's not any fun. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys. My phone is off, but let me see if I can figure out how to put it on silent, because I don't need it to be making that much noise. Okay, so we need to have the coil replaced to the tune of $1,600, which we have the money, so that's lucky that we can, pay to have it fixed. Sucks that we have to pay to have it fixed, but it's been over 100 degrees pretty much every day this week, so you can't really go without air conditioning where I live. So yeah, so we're limping along. It's cooling now. So limping along until they can't come out and fix it until the middle of July, because they have to wait on the part to come in. So yeah, that stinks too, that it's going to take that long to get it fixed, but that also, it is what it is. You can't do anything about it, right? So at least we're going to be able to get it fixed, which is the important thing. And then hopefully it'll all work right for the rest of the summer. Crossing my fingers. So yeah. And then this upcoming week is our big week for dental work. My son is already a little bit anxious. We have an appointment on Monday, an appointment on Tuesday. That should get all of the cavities filled. And then we have an appointment on Thursday to have a consult with the oral surgeon about getting his wisdom teeth removed. So hopefully that will be done fairly quickly. My husband also has an appointment on Thursday to see his surgeon to hopefully get him taken off of light duty. He's back at work. I mean, he was always working, but he's been released from PT. The PT told him he thinks that where it is pretty much as good as it's going to get. You know, he's older, he's injured it. There's some residual stuff that's just going to continue to be there. So, get him released from light duty. So, hopefully that all goes well. And then, oh, you guys, we went this weekend. I think I told you guys a while ago, our city and county have stopped recycling. They won't pick it up. They won't take it at the landfill. They used to have like a transfer station. It all just goes directly to the landfill now, which I find so sad. So what we did was go out and see. There is a recycling center. There's a big town south of us, and there's a big town west of us, and both of them have recycling centers, and they're about the same distance apart. So we went to the one in the town south of us today, and it was actually kind of interesting. It's just this big warehouse, and they have different little stations set up for all the things that they collect. They take plastics 1, 2, and 5, and you have to have them all separated because there's separate areas for each number. And they take newspapers and magazines and paper. They also do like, paper bags you would get at the grocery store, but they also do like office type paper. They do, what else did they have there? Glass. And they take like the tin cans, like your tuna fish cans or cans that like nuts come in, that kind of thing. They take those, but you have to go around to, it's kind of like a self-serve kind of thing. You have to go around to each station and, dump everything in the appropriate bin. And my husband and I had never been there before. And so we're kind of wandering around going, well, where does this go? Where does this go? And I mean, they give you like a little thing that tells you what they take and what they don't. So we had that, but trying to find your way around in this warehouse to figure out what goes where was interesting. So, yeah. So, did that. So I'm feeling good about that. We all that stuff didn't go into the landfill. It went to recycling. So even though it's kind of annoying that we have to drive to do it, my husband wants to next time check out the other town. He thinks it'll be less people, which I didn't think there was that many people. There was actually way more people than I thought there would be. It was really hot when we went, and so I thought there wouldn't be a lot of people just because of that. So there were a lot more people there than I had anticipated, which is good. That means people are recycling, which is good. But he wants to try the other one so that he can, he thinks there'll be less people at this other one, which, the city is smaller, so he's probably right. But I mean, as far as which one we take it to, the amount of distance we have to drive is 6 of one, half dozen of the other. It's pretty much the same distance whether we go south or west. So we'll see what happens when we get everything filled up again. The upside of that is that we used to have our recycling picked up every 2 weeks. It's actually been probably almost a month since our recycling was picked up. And what I did was go out and buy like a bunch of small trash cans at like Target. And now that we've been to the recycling place and we kind of know how many bins we need to separate things. So like today or like this weekend when we took them, we just kind of threw everything into like cardboard boxes. And I mean, we had plastic separated from glass, but a lot of the plastics were all thrown in together. Now we know to separate them just to make it easier and faster on ourselves when we go next time to drop everything off. So while we were out shopping this weekend, I picked up a couple more trash bins so that we can kind of, you know, have everything separated and just make it a little bit faster for us the next time we go to kind of dump and go. So, because it's just a big air-conditioned warehouse and it was really hot. So, I mean, it didn't take us very long. We were probably only there 15 minutes, and it'll go faster now that we've been there and we kind of know how it goes and where everything goes. But yeah, it was hot. So, yeah, just to make it go a little bit faster. And now that we know what we can separate and what we can't, because there were a couple things that we thought we could recycle that they don't take. So, and it's like a not-for-profit recycling. You take your recycling there, and then they sell the recycling to people who recycle it, and that's kind of how they make their money and stay open. So they have volunteers that work there, and it was just interesting. So, although I gotta admit, when we went, I was not feeling the greatest. I have managed to pick up some kind of stomach bug that is kicking my booty. I don't know where I got it from. I haven't really been anywhere, so I don't know where I would have picked it up at, but yeah, I was not feeling good one night. I was pretty much up all night, sick, and so then the next day I was just dragging because I hadn't really had any sleep, and you know how that goes, and then like you're like, okay, well, I didn't get any sleep, so I'll just take a short nap. And then I know there's supposed to be like an optimum nap time for people. Like you're only supposed, I think you're only supposed to sleep like 30 minutes, because if you sleep any longer than that, you get into a REM cycle. And then when you wake up, you're just more tired than when you went to sleep in the first place. So like 15, 30-minute power naps are the most that you're supposed to do. I ended up sleeping for like an hour and a half, and I did not want to get up when it was time. I told my husband, you know, wake me up at this time, and he woke me up the first time, and I'm like, 5 more minutes. And then after 5 more minutes, I'm like, I'm going to sleep for another hour because I was so tired. So, which I shouldn't have done because I was even more tired when I woke up. So, but hopefully it's all over now, and I'm done with that. Get this paper out of the way again. So, yeah, stomach bugs are no fun. Really no fun being sick, especially when it's hot outside. So, yeah. Okay. That's kind of my life update, I guess. And I think I probably talked way too much for that, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so then the other thing I want to talk about is, of course, events, because we're still doing the dpforpets event until the end of this month. And some of you have already finished and posted your pictures and filled out your exit forms. So awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. I can't wait to show you guys some of the pictures of canvases that people have finished. There've just been some really cute projects, so I can't wait to show everybody what y'all worked on. And so the exit form is going to stay open until midnight of the 30th. So, you know, if you're up until that last minute trying to get it finished, because I know some of you are working on bigger canvases, that's awesome. It should still be open for you to put all your information in. So just don't forget to fill it out. You have to have filled out both the entry and exit forms in order to be eligible for the drawing for the final prize. So once the event ends on June 30th, I will take a couple of days to kind of collate all of the information, do all of my checking, make sure I've dotted all my I's, crossed all my T's, and then I will do kind of a montage video with everybody's finishes, and then I will do the final prize giveaway. So And I've had a lot of fun doing this event. I finished my first, the Bubblegum Spaniel. I did manage to finish my hedgehog, so you guys will be seeing the finish of that here shortly. So yeah, really stoked that I was able to get 2 canvases done for the event. I probably could have pushed on and tried to do 3, but I'm actually glad that I didn't because I ended up being sick and I really haven't diamond painted a whole lot for the last couple of days because I wasn't feeling well, which stinks. I was doing really good with my hours and everything, and then that all kind of fell apart because I ended up not feeling well, but you know, that's life, right? The painting will still be there waiting for me when I'm feeling better, and now that I am, I can get to work on it. So my lines here are not as straight as I want them to be. The bane of my existence. I can't get all the lines as straight as I want them to be. Okay. You guys, I can't place anything on Target today to save my life either, apparently. I don't know why I'm having to fix everything I lay down. It's maybe a sign that I still need some rest. Let me try and single place some of these and see if I can get them where they're supposed to go instead of trying to multi-place everything. I actually want to get some of my canvases done. I finished the hedgehog, so I've got that done, and then I've got some other stuff to finish. So I want to finish this one too so that I can move on to some other projects. So it's a little heavier to weight that down. Okay. So, this is the last weekly giveaway for the goodness, you guys, I can't talk today. dpforpets. So I'm going to go to my decision wheel. We're going to do one final spin for the week number 4 giveaway. And again, a huge thank you to Robin and Robert for sending me all kinds of things because that means that I could do this. So, yeah. So good luck, everyone. And I'm going to spin the wheel here and let's see who our winner is. So, Valerie Holyfield, woot woot. I think she's in the US if I remember correctly. Valerie's been a subscriber for a while. So, Valerie, congratulations. You are the week 4 winner of the DP for Pets weekly giveaway. So, don't forget to contact me via email. My email is down below, but it is diamondpaintinganonymous@gmail.com to send me your information so that I can get your package to you in the mail. So yay, that was the final week 4 giveaway. So now all I have left is the final prize package, and I'll be waiting until the 30th. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I think that was all for this color. That's covered up. So let me put this color away and pick another color. So I finished the hedgehog, like I said. The other event I'm currently working on is the Summer with the Masters event. And I am about halfway through my Muka canvas for that. If you haven't seen that, I will stick a link to the unboxing up there in the corner so you can check it out. I really love the canvas and it's turning out super well. I will say it is a lot of confetti, which is why it's kind of slow going, especially on the bottom half. There was kind of a big section as part of the frame that was a big section of like color block, but then once I got done with that, it's like a woman in a long flowy dress with a bunch of like grass and flowers around her feet, and so it's just a lot of confetti. And while I enjoy confetti, I do need to take a break from it. After a while, my eyes just kind of get crossed and I have to go sit down and, do something else or go work on a different project for a little bit because my eyes just, yeah. I mean, it's a gorgeous canvas and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it turns out, but yeah, it's a little bit of eye strain working on it sometimes. So, a little slower going than I would like, but that's okay. The event doesn't end until July, so it's all good. Should have plenty of time to finish it before the event ends. And so there's another goal. I wanted to do at least 5 events this year, so I'm definitely on track to make that goal, so that's awesome. And so yeah, just trying to, again, enjoy the process. And I don't have anywhere else to be right now. This is kind of all I'm doing. So I mean, with spare time, it's not all I'm doing. I have other things that I do. Clean my house, I got to pay bills, all that household stuff, laundry, things that still have to get done. Because moms don't ever get a vacation, right? So, yeah, anyway, so working on that event, going to try and finish it. And then hopefully what I will be doing after that is starting work on my Heaven and Earth designs. I think I have enough drills put together that I can do my both the mermaid one, at least to get started on it. I don't know if I have enough drills to finish it, but I do have enough drills to get started on it. So I want to get started on that one. That's the one that I'm doing from my spare drills. And then I have my drills that I ordered from the Jaded Gem Shop. I just kitted that up. If you guys missed that, I'll put a link up in the corner so you can check that out as well. Where's the drills I'm looking for? Here they are. I can get started on that Pegasus canvas as well. And those are going to be large projects. The Heaven and Earth Crown Jewel canvases are all large. So, even though they say they're mini, I think they're called mini because they have reduced the number of colors in them in order to make them diamond paintings from what their original cross-stitch chart called for. So that's why they're called mini. They're actually, the paintings themselves are actually kind of large. I don't remember off the top of my head the size, but yeah, kind of large. So, but I want to get started working on them just so I can see kind of how it goes and what it's going to look like. Because what I would like to do is get to the point where I'm kind of picking out some of those canvases and getting them ordered, and then have them all kind of ready to go so that when we move to Maine, we're ready to go. Progressing along that front as well, I finally got the FBI bed letter back from my daughter so that we can send that in for her. And then we went and we had to get new photos taken. My son and I did that. It was actually really awesome. The lady that did it for us knew what she was doing, knew exactly what we needed. She actually was like, do you need me to do this? And she's like, I know we've had some that have been returned if I didn't do that. And so she was super helpful. We did discover when we went back to, I think we knew this, but we forgot, their fees, their application fees changed. I think April 30th. And we applied on like April 15th. So we had paid the old fees. Well, now it's basically as if we're submitting a brand new application, even though that's not really what we're doing. So we had to pay the difference between the new fees and the old ones, which was fine. It wasn't a big deal, but it did take a bit of sleuthing to figure out what the difference was, because in one place it said one amount and one place it said something else. And we're like, okay, this is what we paid. This is how much we paid the first time, but it's, you know, in looking at it, the fee schedule didn't even look the same. And so I was like, but we didn't pay this much that time. So we finally figured it out, made the additional payment. So now we have everything ready to go, and it's going to get overnighted so that we can make sure it gets there before our July 15th deadline for the signatures. And hopefully that takes care of everything and we enter the queue, as they say. And then it's just a matter of waiting for them to tell us what to do next. And we don't know how long that's going to take. We've been told some people have had theirs done in as little as, and approved in as little as 5 months. Some people it's taken over 12 months. We're crossing our fingers that we'll be on the short side, but you never know. So in the meantime, we're just trying to kind of hang along and do our thing. We've been looking at houses in both Canada and Maine. We found actually one that we would really like, and it was a really good price, but I think they had some other people who managed to snag it before we saw it. So, I mean, it was still listed, but we asked for additional information from the realtor and never heard from anyone, which was really disappointing because I would love to, it would have been a good house for us to have. So it was kind of disappointing, but you know, it is what it is. We'll get the house that we're meant to have, and you know, we'll go from there. And you know, we're still talking and trying to decide if that's really the smartest financial thing for us. Is it makes sense in a lot of ways for us to keep a spot in both places, but financially and logistically, I don't know if that's the smartest move for us. We're kind of playing everything by ear at the moment, so we'll see. You know, maybe it turns out in another 4 to 6 months we decide that's not what we want to do and we go a different direction. So we'll see. My multiplacer does not want to work today. Although, now that the air conditioning is working, at least it's not super gummy and not wanting to do anything. So there's that. Okay. Let me just multiply some of these. You guys, I'm having one of those days where, like, I literally am looking at the containers 4 or 5 times to make sure that I'm putting the right color in the right place, because that's where my brain is at. Is this the right color? Wait, is this the right symbol? What am I doing? Okay. Okay. What else do I need to talk to you guys about? Oh, part of the problem is, even with the air conditioning fixed, it's so hot here, you guys. I mean, it's normally hot here in July and August. Those are usually our hottest months. And, you know, routinely over 100 degrees every day in July and for most of August. But June is usually pretty temperate, and it's, yeah, we're already having 100-day, everyday weeks. So that does not bode well for how hot it's going to get in July. And that's one of the reasons I'm personally hoping that we're going to be done here sooner rather than later. My husband, my poor husband, working outside in this heat, he does pretty well. But because of his diabetes, he's more prone to heat stroke. And, you know, while the guys that he works with take good care of him, it's just one of those, it's really hard on your body. So, yeah, it would be nice to feel like we were at a place where he just could do storm work, and then it's a lot of kind of intensive work for a couple of weeks, and then he could take a couple of months off and kind of recuperate. So And also that's going to take me some getting used to. My sister and I were talking about that the other day, and she said, we talking about all kinds of things that my husband and I have talked about, you know, do we want to get an RV and I travel with him? Do we get an RV so that he can live in it while he travels rather than having to depend on, you know, some places they provide hotels and things like that. Other places you're on your own. So sometimes it's hard to find some place to stay. And my husband is kind of a homebody. So he enjoys the storm work, but he is kind of a homebody. So, you know, just trying to figure out what we want to do there. And, you know, if he wants to hang up his lineman hat and do something else. But the heat does wear on you. And I mean, I'm inside the house and all I feel like doing is sleeping all day. It's been so hot and so humid. We've had more rain than normal, so it's super humid here, which is not normal for us. Because of all the rain, the mosquitoes are horrendous. And we have continual weather fronts that keep moving through. And I have migraines that are triggered by weather. So when we get storm fronts moving in, I end up with, it feels like I just have a constant headache because of the weather. And yeah, I'm kind of over that. So I wish it would kind of, you know, figure out whether it wants to be hot or cold or whatever the case may be, so that, you know, I'm not walking around with a constant headache. That would be nice. So, okay. I know this is kind of a short whip and chat, you guys, today, but I just, do I want to try and finish those? No, those are undercover. Those are undercover. So do I want to try and do some of this? You know, yeah, I think I'm just going to call it there, guys. I apologize for it being short, but I'm still not quite back up to 100% after being ill. So, yeah, keep working on your dp4pets projects. I'm going to zoom out here so you guys can kind of see what I've done. I've made it kind of into the mason jar, and I finished most of the grass. I've got a little bit of grass left to do here, but then I'm moving my way into the mason jar. So I have a feeling once I actually start working just on this one, it will go pretty quickly, but we'll see. Anyway, keep working on your dp4pets projects. I can't wait to see everybody's finished canvases. Don't forget to fill out the entry and exit forms. I will link the exit form down below in case you missed it, so that you can check it out. Valerie, don't forget to contact me so that you can collect your prize. And yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Sorry it's short, but thanks so much for joining me. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.